What if I told you that at one point the United States was just moments away from losing the Cold War? A single decision, a hidden betrayal, or a missed opportunity could have changed the course of history forever. The world we live in today might look completely different. This is the untold story of how the US almost lost the Cold War. The Cold War wasn't just about nuclear bombs and secret agents. It was an all-out battle for global influence. The Soviet Union, under Joseph Stalin, had one goal: to spread communism across the world. The US, led by presidents like Truman and Eisenhower, was determined to stop it. And at times, it seemed like America was losing. There were moments when the Soviet Union seemed unstoppable. In 1949, the world was shocked. Moscow successfully tested its first nuclear bomb, years ahead of US expectations. Then came the Korean War, where American forces were caught off guard by a massive Chinese intervention. And in the 1950s, the launch of Sputnik signaled that the Soviets were winning the space race. Each event sent waves of panic through Washington. Were they falling behind? Was the American way of life at risk? Then, in 1962, the world stood still. The Cuban Missile Crisis brought the US to the brink of nuclear war. Soviet missiles were just 90 miles off the coast of Florida, aimed directly at American cities. Some US officials believed surrender was the only option. President John F. Kennedy had just days to make a choice. One wrong move, and the US could have been forced into submission, or even worse, total destruction. What many Americans didn't realize at the time was that the Soviet Union had something just as dangerous as nuclear weapons: an extensive network of spies inside the US. The KGB infiltrated American intelligence, stealing military secrets and manipulating political movements. Some reports suggest that without certain counterintelligence victories, Soviet operatives could have crippled America's war machine from within. Despite these close calls, the tide eventually turned. By the 1980s, the Soviet economy was crumbling. US President Ronald Reagan launched a bold initiative, outspending the USSR in the arms race and introducing the Strategic Defense Initiative nicknamed Star Wars. The Soviets simply couldn't keep up. When the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, it was clear the Cold War was over. But make no mistake, there were moments when history could have gone in a very different direction. The Cold War may have ended, but the battle for global influence continues. New threats, new rivalries, and new uncertainties shape the world today. The question is, what lessons can we learn from history? And could we be heading toward another Cold War? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video.